Assalamu alaikum student. Today we discuss the topic that is the oscillatory motion. What is an oscillatory motion? Oscillatory motion is regular and repeated motion through an equilibrium position. An example of oscillatory motion, we take the example of playground swing. Now we discuss the motion of an oscillating object. We take the example of an playground swing. At first, the swing will hang straight down with the rope of the swing vertically. If we left the swing like this, it would not move. It would stay in this position forever. We call this position is the equilibrium position of the swing. So we call this position is the equilibrium position of the swing. Now, but what would happen if we were give to swing a push? If we were to push on the back of the swing will start to move to the right of the equilibrium position. This is the equilibrium position of the swing. Then the swing is moved right of the equilibrium position. Then it will reach the rightmost point. Then it will change the direction and start moving backward toward the equilibrium position. Eventually, it reaches the rightmost point. Then it will change the direction and start moving back toward the equilibrium position. Once it reach the equilibrium position, now on this point, it will keep moving toward the left. Now this wing is moving toward the left. Eventually it will reach the leftmost point. At the leftmost point, at this point, it will change the direction again and moving toward the equilibrium position again. Here the swing is again reach on the equilibrium position. Here when we give the push on the swing, it moves to the rightmost point. Then it moving back to the equilibrium position. When they reach the equilibrium position, then it again moving to the leftmost point. At the leftmost point, then they again moving toward the equilibrium position. This is the equilibrium position of the swing and this is the equilibrium position of the swing. It keep moving back toward the right and the whole process start again. This swing will continue to move back and forth repeatedly. Each time it swing, it passes through the equilibrium position where the rope is vertically. When object repeatedly move back and forth through an equilibrium position, we describe it as an oscillatory motion. What is an oscillatory motion? Is a regular and repeated motion through an equilibrium position. Now we take the second example, that is the example of pendulum. Let's imagine that the pendulum is stationary and hanging straight downward. Here the pendulum is an equilibrium position. So this is the equilibrium position of the pendulum. Here the pendulum is an equilibrium position, so its displacement from its equilibrium position is 0. Displacement in the equilibrium position is 0. Now let's imagine that we were to move the bob to the left hand like this. Here the pendulum bob is moving to the left. We have now given the bob some displacement to the left of the equilibrium position. If we were to let go of the bob and allow the pendulum to oscillate, the pendulum would never move further to the left and this it will return to the equilibrium position. Here if we let go of the bob will move toward the equilibrium position, but it will never go past the left position. So this is the pendulum is the maximum displacement of the bob to the left hand side. It will move through an equilibrium position to the right position. Here bob will not stay in the equilibrium position, it moves to the right position until it reach the rightmost point. Here it has the maximum displacement to the right. When the bob of the pendulum reach the maximum displacement on the right side, and it will again move toward the equilibrium position and it completed one oscillation. There is something important we should notice that about the position we have labeled the maximum displacement to the right and to the left and maximum displacement to the right position. So we know that the maximum displacement to the left and the right both are equal. So here we write the maximum displacement of the pendulum has the same magnitude on the either side of the equilibrium position. For the pendulum to one complete oscillation, it has to travel back and forth to every point of the swing to the position that it started from. For example, if we observe one complete oscillation of the pendulum from its maximum displacement to the left, we would watch the pendulum move from equilibrium position to the right until it reached the rightmost point. Then we will watch it change the direction. When it will change the direction, it move back through the equilibrium position. This is the equilibrium position. Then it move back through an equilibrium position to the left until it reaches the point where it is the started from. At this point, the pendulum has completed one oscillation. So it completed one oscillation when the pendulum from the right passing through an equilibrium position to the right position, then to the right position, then it moved back toward the equilibrium position. From equilibrium position, it moved through an left point, then it completed one oscillation. So far, we have seen that when an object oscillates, its displacement is changed in a regular and repeated way. The speed of the pendulum also follow a repeated and regular pattern. The pendulum has the greatest speed when it passes through an equilibrium position. So here it is the maximum speed at the equilibrium position. It does not matter whether the pendulum is moving to the left or to the right. When it is an equilibrium position, so it has the zero displacement and maximum speed. When the pendulum has the maximum displacement from the equilibrium position, its speed is always zero. The pendulum has to zero speed for a very brief moment in order for it to change its direction, move back toward the equilibrium position again and again. It does not matter whether the pendulum is to the right or to the left. When the displacement has the maximum possible magnitude, when the bob has the maximum displacement to the right and to the left position, then its speed is zero for a very brief moment for change its direction. So in maximum displacement, zero is speed. Since the speed and displacement of the pendulum follow a regular and repeated pattern, it makes sense that the time it takes for the pendulum to swing does not change. If the pendulum is not affected by the air resistance, then it will take the same amount of time for the pendulum to complete oscillation again. So here we write, if we ignore air resistance, it will take the same amount of time to complete one oscillation. The displacement of the pendulum and the direction of the pendulum does not affect the amount of time for it take the pendulum for maximum displacement of the pendulum to the left or the right. It does not affect the time to complete it one oscillation. For example, let's say that it takes 1 second for the pendulum to complete half of an oscillation and move from it left to the right, and it also takes the pendulum 1 second to complete half an oscillation traveling in opposite direction from it right to the left point. So let's say that when the pendulum is moved from the left to the right, it takes half second. When it moves again from the right to the left, it again takes half second. So for one complete oscillation, we add the two time, so it takes 1 second to complete the one oscillation. Now by looking at the oscillation of pendulum, we have seen that the oscillation is a regular repeated motion through an equilibrium position. So we have seen that the displacement of the pendulum, the speed of the pendulum, and the time taken for an oscillation is follow the regular and repeated pattern. So here we write the displacement of the pendulum, the speed of the pendulum, and time taken for the pendulum to complete an oscillation all follow regular and repeated motion. That is all about the oscillatory motion of an string and pendulum. If you like my video, please like, subscribe and share.